Doesn't work. Okay, there you go. Alright, here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I got it. We're making pizza tonight.
We're talking.
I don't got it. There you go.
We're three wheels.
Yeah, they can talk about three-wheelers too. You can talk about three-wheelers.
Alright, guys.
It was good to see you.
Yeah, no, good seeing you guys. Now, listen, I'll keep my eye out for the parts and if I come across them.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep, I got Charlie's number, so I can,
Yep, I'll get it from him.
Yep.
I gotta add you as a contact. If it's
Right.
Okay, if it's okay, I'll get your number from him.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely.
Bye.
Yep, alright, I'm checking. Hello. I'm checking to see if we're live. Why did I take my glasses off? It says we're live. Let's see if we're live. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I see us. Da, 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 da. And I can hear us.
Good. Is this
So-
enough to make the big pizza, or do I need to make more pizza dough? If you want a bigger pizza, but
Huh,
we're gonna have to.
that's gonna be nice. Oh, I'm good with thin crust.
Dad, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I hear it in the other room,
Pizza.
but now
And your microphone.
because this is the bad microphone.
Yeah,
But that's okay. Just hand me the microphone. No, just hand me that. It's the mic. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Now, it should come through. I hear the delay. There. Well, we're making pizza tonight, and we're having technical difficulties. Is the light on the thing underneath there?
Purple.
It's purple?
Yeah.
Well, because what we might have to do, I don't know, it's messing up. Let's try this then. When all else fails, let's just unplug this. And audio 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, mom's making pizza.
Ryan.
There.
It was a circle for a minute,
And then it got destroyed.
and then I moved it.
It came destroyed.
A very good circle.
I'm waiting for it to catch up. Oh. It should be there.
I have a handle.
Can you hear it now on it?
Let me go see.
There. Where's the pink panda microphone?
On your desk, maybe?
Oh, there, it's working. I hear
Abby, would you start the oven at 400, please?
it. No, it's working.
With my eye.
Yeah.
Oven, what's
400.
So we're making pizza tonight from scratch. It's been a long week. If anybody watched the live the other day, the Pinion did not go well. And then, we're from there. The Pinion we didn't get back to it after last night. we ended up, we were fishing in the children's tournament all day, is why we're not on the Pinion tonight, and no one's sleeping. I just woke back up after a long day of fishing. Let's see if we can find some background music. Oh,
I wanna see what I'm doing.
they can see. Yeah, there you go.
It's right here, so at
Yeah,
least
cutting up their fruit and
I found my veggies. Should've sharpened the knife first. Alright.
Why am I not connecting?
I put it on backwards. Probably gotta turn it on, whatever, cause I unplugged it earlier.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. Where is it?
I was making fish nuggets.
I'll see it.
They went fishing and brought enough fish home for lunch. Oh, I can't hear me talking.
Oh, they can hear you. Do-do-do-do. It's on. It's connected. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Yep, it's working.
Yay!
Yay.
Welcome to my family. Let's see.
Probably more upholstery work this week than boat work, I would say.
Heart attack.
Oh, let's see. You know, I know the pink panda microphone is right here. It's right here. Da da da. I have the pink panda mic. There we go. Welcome to the party. There. We have a microphone. Now we have music. This is a party. She's my soft voice. Pizza voice.
Very smooth.
Oh. Should we just hang an old pink microphone here? No, that's good. What? Yeah. No, it's not me. Hello, one person.
Hello,
Oh, am I rolling up the next pizza dough?
you gotta bake it. I made enough. Well, I mean, yeah, there's two.
Well, yeah, there's one.
Yeah, you can.
Dad,
Yeah,
Or
you
you
roll.
can just wait and put one in because
We love to watch you cook, Kate.
are we going for a full hour this time?
I don't know.
That's a minute.
I want to sit down, but I don't want to sit this close. I need like a longer microphone cord. Am I in the shot? Abby?
Yeah, your face. But if you lean back, you will not be in the shot. So don't lean back.
Well, you don't lean back.
super cheap.
Lean back, super chief. How's that?
Yeah, yes, perfect.
All right.
And you also have
Huh? Good. I'm sorry. I'm very tired tonight.
Well, the F-28, you guys
Because-
ran that out, right?
Yeah, we ran out the F-28. We did not tackle the Pinion starter project yet, but we do know that when we were trying to start it on that little live feed the other night, all the wire, there's a short. Well, I don't think there's a short. I think what's happening is that when we're trying to roll it over, I think it's a combination of a couple different things. Probably the brushes need to be cleaned up on the armature. We didn't get it apart, but the brushes probably need to be cleaned up on the armature. All the connections need to be cleaned, and the solenoids seem to be sticking. So it's like a little bit, like there's not one smoking gun to exactly why it wouldn't start. There's a whole bunch of just little, go through, clean up the whole electrical system, pull the starter apart, clean it up. I have faith that just as soon as we get to spend another 20 minutes on that little project, or hour and 20 minutes, we'll get it to roll over. Because before we started working on it last year, a little background on that Pinion project, just a short recap. It's the boat that we didn't want, and what happened was that boat sat around it was my uncle's boat, and it sat around for, I don't know what the stickers are, whatever I said in the live or whatever, 2014 were the last legal stickers, or 2000, not 4, I think it was 14, so I think it hasn't run since 2013. But the backstory on that boat, he bought that boat back in the late 90s, and he used it for fishing. It was his little fishing boat for out here on the big lake, and was I umming? If I was umming, I'm sorry.
No, I can't get it open.
Oh, you sissy, come on. Girl power.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can, I'm tired. You make me struggle on TV. There we go. There you go. So, he got the boat, he fished it for a couple years, and like back in 2001 or 2, a valve went south in it. And at the time, my buddy, God bless him, he's gone to the next world now, but he was a marine mechanic, and he swapped out the motor. They put a brand new motor from First Mate, I have all the paperwork, in that old Pinion. So it looks a little bit old because it's got all the tins off the other motor on it, and they're a little rusty. But the motor in that Pinion's only got 400 hours. And they ran it for a couple more years, well, until I think 2013. And then he quit fishing it, and the floor was kind of getting rotted out in it and some other stuff. So he was going to get rid of the boat last year, and he tried to get rid of it, and it looked so rough, nobody wanted to give him any money for it. And to get rid of a potential boat buyer, beware of this. If you buy some old decrepit piece of junk boat, it ain't like a car where you run it across the scale at the scrap yard and they give you money. You run that to the dump or landfill and you pay them to get rid of it. So beware of what you may purchase or accept as a gift. So he wanted to get rid of it, and then when he couldn't sell it, he found out that you gotta pay to get rid of it at the dump. And the next thing we do, we get a phone call, hey, do you want a boat? And so I never would have took it, because we don't need no more projects, as anybody that watches this channel knows. But it had C-Star hydraulic steering on it that he had installed right before he quit using the boat, and that's like a $1,200 steering system. So we took the boat. That's how come the boat's in the backyard. And then when we got the boat, instead of scrapping it, I said to the kids, if you want to fix it up, I'll help you, whatever, guide you in fixing it, and then you guys can sell it when you get it done. So we robbed the C-Star hydraulic steering, put brand new cable steering in it, put all brand new floor supports in it, and then we're putting it back. That's where we're at with that Pinion project. But before we started all that work last year, we hooked up the battery and I gave it a little snort of gasoline, and I popped it off to make sure that it would still run. We had to file the points a little bit. So I know last year it did roll over and pop off, so I'm pretty sure that there's nothing wrong with it. We just need to get the electrical system cleaned up and go through, make sure all the connections are good. That will run. We also got the carburetor. That's another video. I was waiting to use some footage of when we got it running to finish the carburetor video, but we had the carburetor all apart, and I don't know if it's gonna run. If it runs, it's nothing short of God himself has stepped down and given a miracle to us because of how bad the carburetor was. You'll see when we post that video. Oh, look at this. Pizza. So, enough about the Pinion. We will do, I can't tell you when it'll be, but if you like our channel and subscribe to it and want to see the live feed of firing the Pinion, turn on the notification. Because we are going to, when we get it running, we're going to shoot it as a live instead of doing a video and editing. We're just going to, next time we go to fire it, we're going to do a live. So we'll take a break from that. That's what's up with the Pinion. As far as the pizza goes here, we're making pizza from scratch tonight. Wife made the dough this time, but usually I make the dough. Hit me every time I say with the rolling pin. No, don't do it. So, yeah, we'll use so instead of So, the pizza dough is not from the store, it's just a flour. And when we make our pizza dough, we put a couple tablespoons of yeast in there. We put a couple cups of water in the bottom of the mixer bowl. And 4 tablespoons of oil in it. And a little bit of salt. And a little bit of sugar. Like a spoonful of salt, spoonful of sugar. Throw it all in the mixer, turn it on mix, and we just start adding flour until you get your texture of dough that you want. So it looks like pizza dough, and then stop mixing and roll it out.
And you can add seasonings. I added.
Yeah, we added Italian seasoning to this. Put any kind of seasoning you want in it. And far cheaper than buying pizza dough at the store. And once you get really good, and like I said, I'm tired tonight, so she's doing
Not
this.
as good as he is. He makes a pretty good pizza dough.
You heard her. Not as good as me. I make good pizza dough.
You do.
I'll take credit for that.
First time I've made pizza dough, and how long? Because he always makes the pizza dough. So this is the first time I made it in a year.
Yep. And then good old spaghetti sauce for pizza sauce. And just throw your toppings in. And then we always set the oven, I don't know if you got a 450.
I think it's 400, but it should be 450.
Turn that, put that oven right at 500. Our oven is a convection or conventional, and we use it on convection with the fan running, and we set it at 500 degrees. And it's usually about 12 minutes. But you kind of got to watch it, because otherwise, sometimes 12 minutes is really well done.
No, and this is a very thin crust.
Oh, we got 3 people. So.
Very thin crust.
Very thin crust pizza, so that
It looks delicious.
is going to be.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yes. Yes.
I put jalapenos on this one. If
So-
you like spice on your pizza, we always throw a little bit of jalapeno slice on there, but maybe not the next one for the kids.
Are you speaking up so they can hear you? You got to remember, I have mine.
Maybe not jalapenos on the kids' pizza.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta wait for it to get to 500.
no you don't. So just shove it in there.
We good?
Yeah, that's good. It was already at 4 whatever.
400?
Yeah, it'll be good at 500.
John Williams, hi buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, is that where I want the rack, or do I want
No, that's low enough. Throw it in there. Okay. We'll have to do pizza cam. We'll have to go over to the oven. Do pizza cam.
No, because my oven glass is dirty.
Well, that's not my fault your oven glass is dirty. So back to why I'm so tired. I've fished the Ludington Offshore Classic now for what, the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And me and Owen the other day, before we shot the Pinion live, they all went rock hunting or whatever, and me and Owen were here at the house, and I looked at Owen, I says, hey, they're gone. Let's get a Burger King coupon and go get lunch. So we go get our Burger King, and then we go down to the beach to eat it. And on the way back, we drive by and went, oh, it's tournament week in Ludington. The fishing tournament's on. This was Thursday afternoon at like 3 in the afternoon. And so I called my brother. He says, hey, the youth tournament's tomorrow. You kids want to fish the youth tournament? And he said, yes. For the it looks good to me. For the record, 5-6 years of fishing the offshore tournament, not one time has whatever boat we've been fishing on ever been ready to go
Let's talk
to
about the
fish the tournament before 4 a.m. of the tournament morning, with last night being no exception to that rule. We got done rigging the boat to go fishing at 4 a.m. and then went and fished from 6 until 1 o'clock. 6 a.m. to 1 o'clock this afternoon, so I am burnt. That's why I'm just kind of sitting here holding the stool down, which I am good at.
I'm gonna.
Please feel free to take that easy shot. That's why we're so tired. It was tough fishing. We fished. We gave it our all. Well, I didn't fish. We just rolled around on the boat. But we came in. Owen came in 19th, and his two cousins came in like 26th and 28th or something. Poor Reimer. He almost had the small fish award for the tournament, but he got bumped out by one other person with a smaller fish. So, and we definitely didn't get big fish. But anyway, so that's why we're kind of sitting here kind of a little bit burnt. So, that's how the
Don't
boarding.
say that when I'm cooking.
Oh, yeah.
I glanced over at the pizza. I was like, what?
No, it's not burnt. The pizza's not burnt yet. So, and a shout out for what little bit it's worth. If anybody from the GMC Cobra Jet Facebook page there,
Oh,
yes, sees this.
no.
Oh, what, Han?
Yeah.
I won't forget Han. I will not forget that story. I'm occupying time. But yeah, nobody sent it to us, but we just have to be fumbling through Facebook, and Katie says to me the other day, she says, do you guys see this? She goes, look, our channel's on GMC Cobra Jet's Facebook page. And yeah, that was really cool that they posted our channel. Like, these guys got jet boat videos of their GMC Cobra Jet. So there's a shout out. So now, even, why are you guys like, are they making fun of me?
No, I said let's talk about 3-wheelers.
You'll like his name.
Oh, let's talk about 3-wheelers. We can talk about Honda ATC 3-wheelers all night long. You just bring back over the cold 6-pack after this live feed's over. We sit here talking about 3-wheelers all night long.
I should have added a little more cheese to the top of that, but it looks good.
So let's go to Pizza Cam here. Let me put my glasses on so I see the screen. We'll do the Pizza Cam update here. Let's see here. Here we go. Pizza Cam. Boy, they are definitely seeing that your oven door is not clean.
It's not what?
Not clean.
Yeah.
Big huge stain right across there.
That's the rhubarb pie.
The rhubarb pie is what
Juice
gave us
when I
that
pulled it
stain.
out and I can't.
Let's see if I'm close enough that I'm not, yeah, I'm close enough to the microphone. So,
I didn't even see what time I put that in.
on another note, I don't know if you'll see this, buddy, but Han Tonka, you're the best.
Do you want me to bring him out here?
Yes. So my buddy that runs the Chris Craft Stinger website, Han Tonka, he was up here a week ago and stopped by, and you can see his boat on our channel, or you can see our red boat over on his channel with his boat, Chris Craft Stinger. I have a link. It's linked to our channel in channels on our page, on our YouTube page. And then, so he was up here talking Singer stuff and hanging out. And
I don't know if I'm in the shot or not.
oh, you're in the shot.
This was the awesomest surprise.
Yes.
Because, you know.
Thank you, Han. We had no idea. He
Yeah.
didn't say anything that he was sending us the decals for the Stinger. And then on our 260, the 0 on one side is missing the chrome, and you can see the plastic because they are just plastic. And we opened the box, and all we seen was the 2 Stinger emblems because the numbers were wrapped up in a little piece of paper. So Katie opened it all up and was all happy, and look what Han sent us. And you're not gonna believe what he sent us. And then she went back in and grabbed a little piece of paper. Oh, you gotta put that right in front. Look at that.
I can't get it out without burning myself.
Don't burn yourself.
It's so perfect.
Pizza Cam. Look at that.
Come
You
up.
have to lift it up.
Up, up, right there into the shot.
So perfect.
Oh, look at the steam rolling off that.
It's
Oh, don't dump it on the floor. So she goes back in. All she seen was these 2 in the box and grabbed them. And look. And she goes back in, and a little piece of paper wrapped up in there were the numbers that we really needed. So it was a whole new surprise all over again. So
That's great. Two surprises.
2 Christmases all in one box.
Yeah.
So
Really hot.
thank you, Han.
Thank you.
Yes, very appreciative of the Stinger emblems.
sick.
Yeah. Okay, don't rip it. You're not just gonna flip it through the air like the professionals do. Just oh yeah,
And stretching it all out
yeah,
on a hot.
yeah.
It's not a circle anymore.
Don't worry if it's not a circle. Who cares?
Well, you said like the pizza guy.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna taste the same whether it's perfectly round or not.
It's hanging off the side now.
Abby, you can turn that up just a little bit. Yeah, the background
Oh,
music.
extra now.
Just cut it off. Flip it over.
I know.
Double. There, that's a little too much. There you go.
Pizza cutter.
Oh, is that what the professionals do?
Yes.
Maybe.
I don't believe you.
Can I make a mini pizza? Right.
This is getting worse. Keep going. The audience is watching this going, look at that.
Oh, good enough. Here, Abby.
Can I make a
You should have just grabbed scissors.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Oh.
The kids steal them.
I don't even know if that's in the shot.
2 pairs.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's in the, they can see that at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, scissors.
I wasn't blocking it. Put them
But
back.
they're not kitchen like food.
But y'all can't see. And she's so depressed because on pizza night, there just ain't very much that falls down on that floor. Look at her. Just laying there waiting, ears twitching, because she knows we're talking about it. Because the dog is not allowed in the kitchen. And she knows, don't you? Are you supposed to be in the kitchen? That's right. She knows she is not supposed to be in the kitchen. But she was in here anyways. Oh, let's see here.
Honey, this crust is really thin on the one side, so.
Yep. Well, you guys had that sucker locked right in there. There we go. Hey, there he is.
Hey, they smelled
The big
food.
fisherman. If you cook it, they will come.
Yeah. Alright, Abby, you wanted to decorate this pizza?
You gonna decorate it?
I'm gonna decorate it.
She's gonna decorate it. Okay.
Have a little root beer.
Yeah, you can have some root beer, buddy.
Thank you.
You can, yeah.
It lives. Was it a hard fishing day, Owen?
Jeez.
Better than a lot of other people.
I know that you're not awake yet, so I have the purple panda mic plugged in, so don't walk between me and the camera, please.
Yeah.
I can imagine that happening.
We are ordering new microphones this week, cordless mics. We need them, especially just for doing this. Even if nobody watches, at least we should sound good. No. So,
We need cheesy pizza.
in your expert opinion, Owen, when is that boat gonna run? When is that Pinion gonna run?
Well, I went back there when it was raining and hopped into the cover and I pulled the starter off. And I went to pull
Oh, you pulled the starter already?
Yeah.
and I went to pull the lead off the starter, the negative.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
Oh, where the wire goes on the starter casing?
Yeah.
Was it turning on you?
That's why I just kind of left.
Did you turn it more than a little bit?
I just turned it like 1/16 of a
Oh,
revolution.
okay. You're a good man.
So I just went, yeah, that ain't supposed to do that.
You don't have to, okay, so you don't have to remove that wire from the starter casing, the lead going to it, to take it apart and do what we need to do to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because the brushes are in the end cap, so you don't have to take that off, hopefully. And if all else fails, we can run down to Shelby to the starter rebuilder, Mr. Guru, but I don't think that'll be the case. Oh, look at this. So, yeah, because we know that obviously there's some fans of the old Chris Craft Stingers that watch this channel, which we're very thankful for. So, if there's any of you that like the old Chris Craft Stinger boats that we run around in and are interested or anything like that, Han's website, chriscraftstinger.com, and really nice guy. He's not doing the monthly newsletter anymore, but he used to do a monthly newsletter on them. Just about every single Stinger that was ever produced has been found now on his website. He has documented all of them. So, and if you're ever getting one or anything, it's almost worth an email to drop to him, because sometimes he knows some background on some of these boats that might not be disclosed, like whether they've been sunk or not, or who knows. So, and just really awesome guy. And if you're ever interested in some very good reading, and we will add this in the description later, we'll put a link. He brought his boat up here to Ludington years ago. Well, not that many years ago. It was about 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
He brought his boat to Ludington, his 30-footer, 32-foot. And that's when we shot the footage of the red boat and his tan Stinger, my 222 and his, on Lake Michigan. And when he went to leave Ludington, I told him, and we met for the first time ever when he brought that boat up here. We weren't really friends before that, but he seemed like a really nice guy. And we've been friends ever since he went back home, because on the way out of town, when he was leaving town that night, the last thing I said to him on his way back down to Chicago was, I says, if you have any problems tonight on your way home, you don't be afraid to give me a call. I says, call me right away. It's Sunday night, you know, going home with that old boat and the old boat trailer, and some of the tires were older tires. Well, that was like around 5 in the afternoon or 6. And about 9 o'clock at night, the phone rang. And he's got this. I'll put the link where he wrote the little story about this and you can read it. But he made it as far south from Ludington as Holland and blew out a tire. And if anybody's watching and doesn't know, maybe this will save you a headache. If you got 14.5-inch diameter trailer tires, if your trailer takes a 14.5, you make sure you got a spare. Because if you got a 15 or 16-inch trailer tire, it's not hard to find a trailer tire. But if you have a 14.5-inch diameter trailer tire, or 14, actually I think it wasn't even 14.5, I think that was 14-inch. But those tires are getting kind of rare to come by. And he blew out that trailer tire and he couldn't find one. And when he had exhausted every avenue of trying to find a trailer tire for that damn boat trailer. And yeah, thank you for the, I know that pizza's gonna taste real good. When he had exhausted every single avenue of finding a tire at 9 o'clock that night, he finally called me. And he's like, I didn't want to call you. I'm like, I says, you should have called me right away. I says, it was Sunday night, I wasn't doing nothing. I'm sitting home. I'm sitting home like I'm sitting home right now. Wasn't doing nothing. So I says, I'm gonna grab some stuff. I says, I'll be down there in a little bit. I says, we'll find a tire. I know some places down there around Holland and St. Joe, and because I used to drive truck, I'll contact some of the garages. I said, we'll find a tire. And we found a tire. And a guy in the middle of the night, or at 1 a.m. at his house, he's got an old barn behind his house and an old tire changing machine, and a couple semi-trailers of old used tires. And you gotta read the little story. Like I said, the link will be in there to his newsletter with that story. But we're running around southern Michigan in the wee hours of the morning, getting tires to put on his boat trailer to get him home to Chicago. And we did. We got a tire and got it all mounted and everything, and went back up. We got the tire in St. Joe. The boat trailer was in the rest area in Holland. We left his boat with my Corvette in front of it and rode around in his truck to go get the tire and come back up. And the funniest thing, before we left, after we finally found that 14-inch trailer tire, the guy that we got him from, and I don't remember, he charged us $100 for one trailer tire in the mounting, which was a lot for a used trailer tire. It wasn't even a used trailer tire, it was just a car tire. But he looked at the tire when he got it all mounted up. He says, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He says, that tire looks good, but just in case, he says, I'm going to give you 2 more to take with you. That way, just in case that tire blows out, he says, at least you got something else to put on. So he gave us 2 more used 14-inch tires.
At that moment, you kind of know. It's kind of a mistake.
But the tire he put on, it did make it all the way to home in Chicago.
Just wait for that one.
But that was the very front tire on the passenger side. But the second tire back, that only made it down to the state line. And oddly enough, this time, when the center tire blew on the triaxle, Han was able to call back Towboat US, and he had their roadside package and everything, and they're like, Because they weren't able to find him a tire the night before on Sunday night. And so when he called them back the next day and said, hey, I got a blown tire, they're like, well, we tried to find one of those tires yesterday. He goes, no, I got the tire. I just need somebody to come change it. And so he was able to use Towboat's roadside and put one of the used tires that he had gotten on the trailer the next morning to get him home.
Yeah,
I will put the link to the story. It's a really cool story. It couldn't have been more perfect. It's 1 a.m. We're rolling into this dark farm. It's that, you know how in Michigan up here in the middle of the night in the summertime you get that hazy little fog over the fields and stuff. It looked like that. The guy we got the tire from had been to prison. He was a member of a certain real famous biker gang. It's all in the newsletter. I'll put it in the link. It's like the best story ever. Like if you had planned to make that story, you couldn't have. You couldn't not recreate what happened that night.
Kind of like the music that was playing in the background while you were saying that.
Yeah, that was the perfect background music for that thing. It was. So, we got to go to Pizza Cam again. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, look who made it back in here. What are you doing in here?
I really just figured out.
What are you doing? Look at her. There she goes. She knows. She knows. She's not supposed to be in here. Yeah. Pizza Cam. Yeah. Yeah.
tell him how you were telling her how one night she went to go give you the foot, just goes right up into the wall.
So the moral to the story, if you're ever up here hanging out with us in Ludington, and it's a Sunday evening, and you're getting ready to trailer home, and I look at you and say, hey, should the worst happen, you have a problem, don't be afraid to call. I mean it. Don't be afraid to call. Time's cheap. To make a friend for life, I'll take a minute. I'll take a couple hour ride. Because you never know when you may open the mail the next day and find some 1980s Chris Craft Stinger emblems that you can't even buy. So on that note, we're going to cut out this live because it has been a really long day. We're going to just go with the 45-minute live tonight. And
45, that went by, tonight went by really fast.
Yeah, it always goes by really fast when you just throw me on a microphone and I yammer on for freaking 45 minutes.
You do so well.
Well, I like to tell stories, I guess.
Yeah, stories.
Yeah.
We should call this Fireside Story Chat with What's really coming is, we threw up a little preview, Katie's sewing upholstery. And when she gets done, she's done sewing, we gotta mount my seats for my Jeep.
We gotta rebuild the base.
We gotta staple them and that. But wait till you guys see what she did with my old Jeep seats. We don't have it before, but we got all the old ripped up material that you can lay out and show what was the seats. But so that's coming. We'll shoot a little video of that this week. And thanks for hanging out and watching and clicking. And just remember, we love trolls. Troll lives matter too, I guess. So feel free to troll us anytime you want. On that note, from us to you guys and all our friends, have a good night. We're gonna get on out of here. Abby?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that wonderful that nobody cares. It's the big X.
The big X.
Yeah, it's that X. And then hit yes. See you next Friday.